light middleweight contender Erislandy Lara has effectively called out WBA middleweight champion Gennady Golovkin. Now last week, Lara also called out Floyd Mayweather on Twitter. But since Floyd did not respond or reply, he's now taken to calling out Gennady Golovkin, who is one of the most feared fighters in boxing at the moment. Now, according to Lara's manager, Mr. Luis de Cubas Jr., he said, "I spoke to Lara today and he wants to fight GGG. He feels that they are both the most feared guys in boxing, so why not fight each other?" And he also spoke about the issue regarding networks, because Lara is on Showtime and Golovkin is on HBO. And according to de Cubas, he said, HBO would have to speak to Lara's advisor, Al Heyman, but we are happy fighting on Showtime. They have given him the opportunities to showcase his talents and they will continue to do so. Lara has proved he's one of the best in the sport, regardless of weight division, regardless of the weight division he fights in. So it's a very intriguing matchup, de Cubas said. So yeah, according to Lara's manager, he wants Golovkin and he is happy to have that match made because he believes that him and Golovkin are two of the most feared guys in boxing. No one wants to fight them, so why not fight each other? Now, some people will probably say, well, Lara's just trying to drum up publicity for himself. He don't really want to fight Golovkin, and in fact, he knows the fight can't take place because of the network issue, the fact that he's on Showtime and Golovkin's on HBO. Well, that's possible, but at the same time, many of you may not be aware, but Erislandy Lara has fought HBO fighters before when he was on Showtime. That's right. He fought middleweight contender Varnes Martirosyan when Martirosyan was still undefeated. Yeah, he fought Martirosyan when Martirosyan was on HBO with Top Rank and Lara was with Golden Boy on Showtime. And they fought a couple years ago. So it can be done. This whole issue about networks not wanting to work together, it is a little bit of an obstacle, but if two fighters want a fight badly enough, it will happen. And in the case of Lara fighting Martirosyan, I believe it was a final eliminator. It was a fight that was ordered by one of the governing bodies. So these fights, these cross-network fights can happen if there's enough desire from both of the parties. I remember David Haye, and I've quoted him on this loads of different times, but I remember when David Haye first moved up to heavyweight, or just before he moved up to heavyweight, and he said, and this is pretty ironic that he said it, given his behavior after he said this particular thing, he said that in boxing, if two fighters really want to fight each other, there is nothing that can stop them fighting each other. Not no rival TV companies, not no differences with promotion, with different promotional outfits. None of that can stop two fighters fighting each other if they really want to fight. And he said the only reason why people use networks and rival promoters and stuff like that as an excuse not to fight is because one of the fighters, or either one or both of the fighters, don't really want to fight. And this is a guy who was cruiserweight champion. He'd worked with various different promoters and different TV companies in different countries when he said this. Okay, so he knows a little bit about what goes on behind the scenes, and he said, listen, it's all just a smokescreen most of the time when fighters is talking about, oh, well, because of the different rival TV networks, we can't get a fight done. If there's enough desire between the two fighters and there's a demand for the fight to be screened and to be aired, then the fight can take place. The only one who will ultimately stop it from happening is one or both of the fighters themselves. All right. And I personally do believe that. I do believe that if there's enough desire, any fight can be made. As long as there's an interest from the audience, the rival TV companies and the rival promoters will be willing to work together. So make of, Lara's manager's comments what you will. I don't know whether he's serious or not. He could be serious because, as I said, he has fought HBO fighters before. So it is what it is. Anyway, drop your comments below. How do you feel about these comments from Lara's manager? Do you think that it's just a publicity stunt on Lara's behalf? Or do you think he's serious about this? I think he was certainly serious about fighting Floyd. I mean, why wouldn't he fight Floyd? He's bigger than Floyd. He's younger than Floyd. He's got longer arms than Floyd. He's a southpaw. He definitely wants to fight Floyd. There's no question about that. But people are definitely going to question the validity of him saying he wants to fight Golovkin. And what weight would that be at? Would it be a 154? Would it be a 160? Who knows? How do you see that fight going if it took place? Most people, I'm sure, would expect Golovkin to beat Lara. Maybe even destroy Lara, knock him out. Interesting. But yeah, drop your comments below. Let me know how you feel. This is Hatman. I'm out.